Good evening, everyone. Packed house tonight. I'd like to call the Douglas Heritage and Honor Committee meeting of July 2nd to order. First order of business, we'll go over our parade and Soldiers Field event. And if anybody had suggestions or comments, it was quite the undertaking, and I think it went quite well.
Yep. So I gotta say, you guys did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
I know you guys did a lot of the legwork, phone calls, everything. Phenomenal job. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Well, it's all team effort. Everybody
Yeah.
had their own little thing going on. I made sure that to thank Pat Manning because he just unexpectedly
Yeah.
helped Friday and Saturday.
Here's a guy, Philip Forrest. Like,
Yeah.
he volunteered. But yeah.
He was voluntold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
It was a
saw
huge
him
help.
the other day, and I
Yeah.
said thank you very much because it was a huge, huge help. All the volunteers.
Absolutely.
Huge help.
I think we definitely learned from it, so if we do something like that on the, again, in the future, where we're gonna have all these vendors and things, I think we now know, have a better idea of how this all works.
Yeah, definitely have a better idea. Our time constraint, so maybe we'll open our planning a little earlier.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah, for sure.
and also it was a big day. It's a big event, a big time of the year. It's a big celebration for the whole country. So a lot of people were busy.
Yeah,
were taken. It was a tough
Yeah.
nut to crack, but it all worked out.
And I think having the two events in one day, the parade and that event was a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in the future, maybe we would think of maybe doing something.
One or the other.
Yeah,
But it was still a good turnout.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it as it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
You know.
Just enough.
yeah.
Right.
And I definitely think that we should, but we didn't know because of food vendors, but we probably could have just done the 12 to 2 and been fine with it. Which is kind of,
Yeah, I mean, it's with the vendors. I mean, they're making their money as people show up.
Mhm.
So not everybody showed up. You know, at noontime, there were people still coming in
Yeah,
at 2 o'clock. There were people that had already come and gone. So that's just an open.
I think overall, from what I
Topic.
was seeing on social media, you got a lot of positive feedback. I didn't see any negative or any,
Yeah,
you should do this or you should do that. I think it
people
was
seemed excited
pretty-
about it.
Yeah, pretty.
Just in
positively
general, because
received.
nothing's been done for years, and
Yeah.
it was just nice to.
Good to get it back,
Yep.
especially
Yeah.
Yeah.
for this year.
Yeah, I think it was-
Exactly.
I think it was a
This
good
was-
starter.
This was the big target
Yep.
parade, and it went off well. Yeah, and again, big thanks to our volunteers, Tom and his wife and his sister Sharon, Saturday, and Nicholas and Nat, and
I forget those kids' names. They were a huge help
Aurora
too.
and Calvin.
and Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was
They were
huge
great,
help between Friday and Saturday morning. I mean, we really everyone was so busy just doing, and
Mhm.
without having all those people that you just mentioned helping, I don't know how we really would have done,
It would have been
how we would have really done it,
Yeah,
honestly. So that was
huge.
huge.
It was good.
And thank you for Douglas Cable again for that
Yes.
beautiful
Oh, yeah.
video.
That was all
That
Pat.
was-
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Very
awesome.
nice.
You shared it, I watched, I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
got it up quickly and
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, we've got a few things that we, like I said, we learned from it, and we can polish a little bit and just make things go a little smoother next time, that's all. But I think it's all gonna be good. If we pulled off what we pulled off without,
No major
on a
catastrophes.
rookie year, I think we did all right.
Yeah,
You know?
Absolutely.
a couple little bumps in the road, but honestly, like a couple of things that happened that day at the field, we fixed it so quickly that nobody, like the extension cord and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Generator. Nobody knew any different, really.
Yeah.
By the time everybody started coming,
That's
we
not-
were good to go.
Yep.
So that was good.
All right.
And then everything was neat. Like everybody that attended, even downtown, because
Yeah.
I mean, you drove through downtown after.
Yep.
Everything was
Yeah.
clean, no
Yeah.
mess,
No,
nothing.
no,
Soldiers Field, nothing was a mess.
No.
Yeah.
So everyone was
We
very,
walked around
Yeah.
afterwards. and it was-
Respectful and-
Yeah.
right, right.
which was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely great. So
So next topic is coin certificates. We still gotta get some sort of certificate together that's gonna go along with the coins. It'll have the coin number, it'll have the donor's name, and in memory of, if they have a line for that. And then just
So, yeah, so,
some sort of wording that just kind of authenticates the coin and its purpose.
yeah. Come up with the ideas of the wording. I'll bring the ideas to Sue at Graffiti Works, and I'll have her mock up something,
Yeah.
you know, and then we can just order them if we don't like
And
it.
honestly, I think if we just mention what we want to her,
So just,
she'll go clickety click, and she'll have
She'll
something
have
right in
something.
front
She's
of
so
her.
great.
like just
So-
250th commemorative challenge coins, or Douglas Heritage. I don't know how you want to put it.
Well, I like to put our title in it, and then, but it is a commemorative challenge coin for the 250th
Yeah. Only two-
birthday,
yeah.
or whatever you want to call it, anniversary.
in your
birthday.
coin number 3
Right.
out of 250.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
your coin number, whatever.
Yep. So something that has a coin number, the donor's name, in memory of, and maybe it can just be a blank line, and then it can be written in memory of. Otherwise, it just looks like a little line. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not.
Were we thinking like a picture of the coin on the certificate too? What it looks like, or just
Or maybe just like maybe not a, I know what you're saying, but maybe a print of either side of the coin.
Yeah.
Like in a gold ribbon looking type of thing. or-
yeah.
I'm sure Sue can come up with something. All right?
So would we just put name and then like, you know, and then in memory of, or
I wouldn't put in
coin?
memory of. I would just put 2 lines where one would be for the name
Okay.
of the
and then-
donor,
Okay.
and it can be written donor and written the name. And the next line, if it's not used, it just looks like a line across a certificate.
Yeah.
And then you can use it as in memory of.
Do you want to put donor, the actual word donor on it, or just put name?
I wouldn't put anything. I would just leave a line.
Okay, so,
And it can
so
be-
2 lines.
Yeah.
So 2 lines, and then, the coin, you want coin number on there, or just put the, another,
Yeah, we'll put coin number.
okay.
And I think the line should go under coin number. So it'll all be centered.
Yeah, okay.
And that way there's a record of it. We can put it, I was even talking to Rebecca at the library. She said she can even put it in the archive there, which would be cool. So,
Sweet.
everybody that's purchased a coin or donated and got a coin, and will be purchasing or donating for future, will be on this list forever.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool.
Speaking of the coins, we just gotta try to find that one person that we didn't get their
Yeah.
info,
I'll have
if
to,
it's possible.
Yeah, I'll
There was
just make
one
a
person, she
Facebook
tell you?
post. Yeah,
There was one person that someone else was taking care of the booth, which is fine. They got
Yeah,
the donation,
yeah.
but they never.
but they never wrote
You
down
get the info.
their name or phone number or anything.
All right. So we
So
know what coin number.
I don't think we got that. I don't think they got that either.
And coin number, yeah. I'll have to make a
So we gotta
Facebook
find
post.
that. But it was only the one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Yeah,
they follow the Facebook page.
yeah, right.
I'm sure because
So
they.
maybe we can just put a shout out. You bought your coin at Soldiers Field.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
didn't,
Yeah.
provide your,
It was only the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
we want to give them a certificate.
Right.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
know what
Yeah.
coin number, you know.
And put them on the list and get in the archives too. So, yeah, I'd like to. We got to search for them.
Okay. Thank you to donors. I think Meg is working on that. So she's gonna put together something, a list. I sent her over a list and she's gonna put it, so it lists like the tiers and then like the donors underneath the
Oh, yeah,
tiers, something
yeah.
we can post
Yep.
to thank people. So Meg is working on that. So one thing that we were, last night I had discussed is, so these coins are obviously for sale right through the end of the year while supplies last, which I made a post about.
Yep.
I was thinking of having also, when I go down to talk to Sue about the coin certificates, is having her make an actual banner with our name on it. Something that maybe, I was thinking of having eyelets on the top of the banner so we can hang it from a car, like a pop-up. So if we ever do any event and we want to have our banner, or if we ever decide to walk in the parade ourselves, we can hold the banner.
It's a good idea.
Because I was thinking, and I'm not asking anybody to do this because it was kind of my idea, so I'll do it, but if I talk to Kelly Manning, and maybe one Saturday here or there, I could set up like a coin booth for a couple of hours up at the fire station parking lot just to try to push the coins a little bit.
Yep.
And then I was also thinking of talking to Mary St. Pierre and getting a booth at Oktoberfest and trying to push the coins there, just
Okay.
another push, so.
So I see you got July, August, and then Oktoberfest, but it's something just rang to my mind, is that possible ball game in September
Mm-hmm.
at the ball field. That might be another opportunity just to set up.
We could do that.
And then, because we still need more coins made, right? The rest of them?
He's
I
got quite a
think
few.
he's got a bunch of them rattled
Yeah,
off.
but I
He
don't
just,
wanna-
he just waits for us to say, hey, we need a
We're
few
ready
more.
to
Yeah.
purchase
Oh,
more,
okay.
yeah.
I think when he gets a little bit of spare time, he runs a few off.
So, okay.
Yeah.
But I figured if we do a little bit of push here and there, we could maybe try to get,
Yeah.
because I think now that the event's over, I don't want it to
Fizzle.
be forgotten, but
Yeah,
I figured,
yeah.
Oktoberfest would be good to have a booth,
Yeah.
and I figured maybe we could go online and get pictures of our parade and event and print them out, maybe laminate them, just to put a few of them around the booth so people
Yeah,
remember our
both
name
parades
in the
and-
parade, and they say,
Yeah.
oh, that's right, I went to that, and
Yeah.
I would donate to that,
Yeah.
that committee, because we're gonna continue to
We'll
try
have
to do
another one
things.
next year. Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's a good
So I think
idea.
that's a good idea. And
Absolutely.
again, there's only 250 coins, and we'll probably get into the last 100 of them.
Yep.
You know, so it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't.
No.
You know.
Well, it's like when they did the plates for the,
Yeah. For the big pewter
Yeah.
plates.
yeah, how many of those did they make?
I don't know how many they made total.
Yeah.
We've got one at the house.
Same.
And then there was one in the selectman's office.
Yeah.
There's a few around, but I don't think they.
But those
made,
are probably
yeah, I don't think they made a ton of them.
few and far between too, so.
Yeah.
And just quickly, I don't know if you want to touch upon, but probably more so when everybody else is here, that ball, that's the September event, is something that we need to see if we can get Rebecca
I will
in.
see. I don't know what my next master plan is, if it's next week. But I'll try to make a point just to bump into, I can even go to the library and see her.
And I think
Just
that
see
should
what
be
her
a
thoughts are.
kind of a more simplified thing of, I think the biggest thing would be, we have to put the word out to, I mean, we do it via like a town memo, that we're trying to put 2 teams together.
Well, she
See
also
who's
has-
interested in signing up for a team.
Yep.
She has her library thing is called what, the Douglas Mill? It's like the little newsletter,
I forget. to be
something like
honest.
that, and it's got all the town events on it,
Okay.
but we need to, there's gotta be a way to like share that and get that
Right.
out, because you gotta kind of look for it. If you don't know where to go and look for it, we just need to get that.
And do they have a Facebook page too? You
The
know?
library? I don't even
Does the
know. I
library
didn't
have a
know this.
Facebook
I think they do. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they do. Yeah.
So if we're trying to do like the baseball game thing, get word out, like talk with them, and
Yeah.
obviously, I think we were talking
Yeah.
kind of collab with
And
them.
we would
'cause
be, yeah, we would be partnering
We'd like to be a part of
partnering
it
with
too,
them.
Yeah, we'd
It's not like
certainly
it's
be
not
helping
just
them out
our
to
event.
make it happen, right?
But if we're gonna get teams, you figure we're in in July, so if this is in September, we need to start trying to find people who want to be on a team now.
Yeah,
And then, so you gotta get 2 teams together.
what, 9 weeks away?
Yeah, so I mean, and then we have to discuss, are we just gonna be opening it up to just town employees? Is it gonna be just people from town in general, maybe
I think we
employees
start
and
with that.
residents?
We
or
start
who-
with just saying, we start with the safe fire and police, and see how many guys want it or can, depending on schedules. And then if we need to fill in from there, we extend it to,
Surrounding towns.
all town employees.
Oh, yeah.
If we
Yeah,
get
I just don't
enough,
wanna
I
leave
think
out-
we'll get enough just in our town.
I don't
be
want to
honest
leave
with
out
you.
certain departments, like say people from the highway department want to be involved. I just don't want to like limit it to just police and
Yeah,
fire.
I know what you're saying. Maybe we'll just make it all,
I think
Oh.
I think we should. I don't know. Can you do like a memo, like an email to all? I know like when you guys
all
get
departments. You
all
can.
departments,
Yep.
calling all
Yeah.
departments. You
Yeah.
know who wants to sign. They have like sign up sheets.
Yeah.
And then how many people are on a team? I don't even know. And how many people?
9.
Nine. But, then,
Baseball's
but
nine,
don't you
yeah.
need like don't you need like I don't know. Do you need? You can't just have just 9. What if somebody gets hurt or something, right? Don't you need?
Well, you can 10 or 11, but
Yeah.
if you want to sub or
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
can have some fun with it. Then give
Yeah.
them the option to, hey, you come up with some crazy name,
Mhm.
come up with your names for your teams. And
Mhm.
I was thinking of all sorts of craziness this morning when I was thinking about it. I was thinking, how it'd be cool we,
the rubber chickens.
well, no, we could have fun, not just have the names, we could have each people on the team come up with like, so-and-so, the slugger, so, like put
Yeah, yeah.
up like, have like some crazy name and we could introduce them and get the
Yeah.
PA system and introduce them in the beginning of the game, like, and on this team we have,
Coming up
so-and-so,
to
so
bat.
Sergeant,
Yeah.
so-and-so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then even at the end,
Add
as a
in 10.
goof, because maybe the Douglas Cable would want to come and video it, but we could do some kind of little funny interviews at the end, just make it silly, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the winning
just
team
a
and the
good
losing
time.
team,
Just a
But
good time.
yeah, we'll have to get Rebecca
I think it'll be fun.
and bounce some ideas.
Yeah.
We'll figure that
Yeah,
out.
that'll be
But
fun.
that'll be a great event for sure.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
that's kind of historical. I mean,
That's kind of the only
Days
reason
of-
why I didn't talk about pushing the coins at that event, because I want everybody on our committee to be able to sit and watch the game, and so it means somebody's going to get stuck not being able to watch the game, really, depending where the coins are set up. But I guess we can, that's why I was thinking Oktoberfest. But,
Yeah, I don't want to miss out on people being
No, I
there,
know,
and
I
if
know.
somebody wants to. And
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that's we can talk to our new chief, our new fire chief, and maybe take a couple Saturdays. I can't see where that would be a problem
Yep.
over in the corner,
yeah, I think she would be
and even
all aboard for
post
that.
it a little bit. Say, hey, this Saturday we're going to be, or whatever date we picked.
Yeah.
All right, next we got a vote on an authorized signature for our little grant that we got. It's been released. I have to sign off on or if you vote for me, to sign off on it, which I've been signing off on all the other releases. So officially, we have to name an authorized signature for this grant. So we can vote for whoever we want to sign.
Right. I vote for you, I guess. Is that how it works?
I'm going to vote for me.
Okay.
I will too.
All right. All in favor? Right?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay, good.
Okay, 3-0 for us. The
Tough sell.
it's already been deposited, but I
Yeah.
have to sign off on the paperwork.
Sweet.
So
And that was the one that Alyssa
Yeah.
had applied for. And it
Yeah.
was $1,000.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it is now in our account.
Yes.
So we're on its way to our account.
Right, so we'll be, like I said, I don't know how much the banner will cost for the certificates, I don't think a ton, so we should be,
We did get a fair amount of sales
Yeah.
the past couple weeks too on the coins,
yeah.
which helped.
We'll end in the black, which is nice, we're not
Yeah.
flatlined, we're just,
Yeah.
it'll be good.
We're above water.
We are above water,
So for a committee that had $0,
yeah.
we did all right.
Like you said in the beginning, team effort. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and honestly, if it wasn't for the coins, the coin idea, we really
Yeah.
wouldn't have.
Yeah, yeah, that was a good idea, and kind of, it's just it was a neat thing,
It's a little memento. It's kind of cool. Something you can either throw on your bureau or put in your pocket, or Dwayne actually makes little keychain attachments. You can slide it in a little pouch.
Oh.
He makes a 3D printed keychain. So if people want those, we can maybe you'd have them buzz a few up and put them on the table.
It's a good idea.
If people want to put them on their keychain.
I'm gonna put mine on my other challenge coin. I got a American flag
Oh, yeah.
coin rack.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
Yep.
can put coins on it. I got
Yeah.
about, I don't know, probably 50 coins on it.
Yeah.
All different
Yep.
from all everywhere.
Yep.
So that was going on that one.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
what is, just quickly, it doesn't have anything to do with, but what is the idea behind an actual challenge coin? I know they were like more military started, right? What was, if you bring a challenge coin in, if you're a military member, I don't know what
So,
is the
There's probably a
actual,
more defined meaning.
but is this,
I wish I knew the actual definition,
okay,
but the way I know it as is if you go into
like a bar?
like an establishment,
Okay, yeah.
a bar,
Okay,
and say, I take my coin out,
okay.
and you don't have yours, you got to buy the whole round.
Oh, okay.
Or if all
Okay.
4 of us are in,
Okay.
and you don't have your coins,
Oh,
or say 3 of us have one, but you don't, you got to buy the whole round.
really? Oh. So do you always carry a coin?
No,
No, okay.
I don't like buying rounds.
Okay.
But there's got to be some other meaning.
Yeah,
I wish I knew it, but
I was curious. I really didn't understand.
I think it kind of makes, well, back in the day, it kind of made it like some sort of brotherhood or sisterhood too.
Yeah.
You know, you had your coin and.
Mhm.
because every coin's different.
Yep.
So when, I know, long story short, when I graduated basic training back in, when the hell was that? 2010,
Mhm.
I think April or May of 2010. I was in my blues. I went to a baseball game,
Mhm.
and this lady came. She had a coin. It was like this big. It had the American flag on it. It said, "This coin was presented to you by like a appreciative citizen or something."
Mhm.
Something. It's a nice coin, and
Oh.
I'm like,
Oh.
thanks.
So she
That's
just, a
cool.
random woman gave it to you because you're a service member?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's neat.
that's
I
at a
like
good.
baseball game down in Texas. I'm like,
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
That's
Nice.
pretty
you,
cool.
you trade coins with people.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Very nice.
cool. It's just something to remember. That's why I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
like.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
Probably
memorable.
I
Yeah.
probably got about 50 of them
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
every
Each
time.
one's got its own little story.
Yeah.
You know,
They do.
so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And you remember where you were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Sometimes if you go to different like bases around the world, you gotta buy them. So sometimes if it's cool,
Oh.
I'll-
Yeah.
I'll
You'll-
buy one. That's okay. I was there.
Yeah.
It's not- it's-
Right.
I didn't want to buy one,
Yeah.
but I bought like a bunch of them.
Right.
But
Right. Right.
it's more like,
Well, like you say,
Hey.
it's that's like you said. You remember where you were. It has that
Yep.
meaning for you. So.
and then
You know.
if you get like recognized by your like commander or your chief,
Mhm.
they'll give you a coin. If you do like, they're kind of like an attaboy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They have the coin in their hand, they shake your
Okay.
hand, you take the
Okay.
coin.
Yeah.
So I got chief coins, commander's coins.
Nice.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like a, can't think of the word, but like appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate
Like
it.
nice job.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Well, I think
That's
Dwayne did a
awesome.
nice job on our coins.
they came out
Yeah, we did.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I think they're a
Yeah,
good
great job.
quality coin. They're not just, an enamel kind of,
Yeah.
Right.
I know they're not colorful, but, it's solid brass, and I think they're nice.
Well, like I kind of wanted the little antique look to them.
Yeah.
Also,
No, it does. It has
so
a,
it's kind of got that.
yeah, it does have
Old
kind of an
school
antique, right, right.
And they kind of replicate the plates.
Yeah.
They
in a
do,
way.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
get the symbol
In a way.
on them. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
So.
So if you have a plate and a coin, that's pretty cool.
we,
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
absolutely.
All right, next on the agenda is to discuss our Douglas Heritage and Honor Committee banner. I think we kind of touched on that real quick.
Yeah, there's something that says Douglas Heritage and Honor Committee, and I was thinking, again, because,
Should we make some sort of seal or symbol?
Probably.
Well,
Something simple, or maybe we can use
Well,
something off the coin.
Maybe do something with the coin to put on the banner.
what about the yeah.
Established.
Yeah, I don't want to say a logo, but kind of like a logo.
Kind of like a
you
logo.
you see that, and you know, wow, that's a.
Well, so right now we have the Facebook page, kind of, that's kind of recognizable with the logo that Melissa made. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
that's
wanna
what I'm
do
saying. Do
that.
we want to do anything?
Yeah,
You know, we could even incorporate the coin into that, whatever.
Yeah.
Again, we'll figure, we can
yeah.
figure something
I just want
out.
something just so that we can represent ourselves if we ever, like I say, if we go to the
And we'll
Oktoberfest.
we'll have,
or anything,
Mhm.
we have, and we'll have it forever.
mention it to Sue, maybe she can just run off a couple of of certificates and a couple of banner proofs,
Mhm.
just on paper. Then we can figure something out. We can look at a few.
I think that's a good idea. And then, were we thinking like stickers too? Like little
That'd be kind of neat.
stickers?
Yeah.
Just like little 2-inch
Yeah.
stickers?
Yeah, just something. Yeah.
Like the size of the coin,
Mm-hmm.
with the same logo as a coin?
Yeah.
Something simple?
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That way another thing to sell at the booth besides the coins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I guess the next question is, how often are we gonna be meeting? Because I don't think we need to meet every week, obviously, now, and
Yeah, so
Are we
open,
doing-
open discussion. So, meeting, what were we doing before? Was it once a month or every 2 weeks?
it was every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks before Memorial Day. Or leading up to Memorial Day was once a week for the last
Yeah,
couple weeks, I think, but
but up to that point, I thought it was we were doing every 2 weeks.
We're doing every 2 weeks.
I want people to be able to enjoy their summer, but I don't want to start behind the 8 ball.
well,
Especially if we got this ball game thing going on.
so looking at
What
the,
with,
sorry to interrupt.
no,
Looking at the calendar, so today's July 2nd. If that baseball game's September 12th,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's in 2 months, in a week.
yeah.
So if we do every 2 weeks, we'll have 4 meetings, 5 meetings, I think.
Mm.
But maybe getting closer to it, we can go every week.
week, yeah.
We can go every week again,
Yeah.
but
Like 2 or 3 weeks before.
I think the big thing is being able to get, if you can get
So
Rebecca
I'll
to
talk
our
to
next
her and see if
meeting.
she can get to one of our
Because we don't
meetings.
really want to start to do too much planning because was her idea.
Yeah, it's
So
her
technically
idea,
she
so I
really
wanna
needs
make
to
it-
be
Yeah,
at
No,
the
right.
home.
yeah.
Right.
And then we'll just fall into place, because I know she had mentioned wanting the types of food that would be nostalgic to a baseball game from that era, which is Cracker Jacks and probably hot dogs.
yeah,
So we'd have to hash that out. Other than that, I don't think we should go too deep into, I think it should be a ball game and maybe have
Yeah.
a couple of food vendors or whatever she wants, and
Yeah.
and all of us be able to sit down and watch the ball game.
Right.
But it'd be
Yeah,
fun to.
whether it's 6 innings or a full 9 innings
Yeah,
or
and
whatever.
the biggest thing
whatever it
is
you know.
getting the word out so we can get 2 teams together in
Yeah.
that time,
Yeah,
you know?
So do you want to plan for 2 weeks from today
we'll
then?
go 2 weeks from today, which will be,
16th.
okay.
They will give us enough time, or you guys enough time too, to talk to
Yeah. good
The
talk to
library and
kids.
Yeah.
Historical Society.
Yeah.
so-
And get some ideas and probably get some stuff back from Sue as far
Mhm.
as some little proofs on the banners and the whatnot.
Yeah, certificates.
So I think the little thing with the buckets and the flags on Main Street, that looked pretty cool before the parade. And I tell you what, the buckets were empty of the flags.
Awesome.
That's
what we want, right?
They had, well, you had bought 300. I think we still had it over. We had 144 from Melissa in one box that Ronnie dropped, and there was still some in the other box.
And then Paul gave us another.
So I bet you
100
close to 200 there. So there's 5, and Paul gave us
Those little 100.
the little ones, so it was 100.
Yeah.
So we had 600 flags,
Well, that just goes to tell you that.
Sweet.
and
Yeah.
they're gone.
They sold like hotcakes. Good.
Yeah, those are free. Those are,
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are free.
yeah, those, and
I think that was a good touch.
we
That was
did
a good
lose a
idea.
few
We
buckets.
lose a few bucks, a few buckets.
We expected that, but
Yeah, a few buckets
that's
made their way to
absolutely
somebody.
fine. We expected it.
Did they take the sand too?
Yeah.
They had to.
They can save it for the winter.
I actually watched.
Right.
I watched one person struggle taking one. I'm like, you know what? And I was actually, it was me and Aaron. And he's like, I'm going to say something. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, just
They're
let it-
working way too hard. They deserve the bucket. It's got 40 pounds of dirt in it.
Yeah, is what it is.
So yeah, that was, like I said, we half expected it, and don't even care. We don't care.
No,
That we don't care.
no. Everyone had a great time. It seemed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think so. I think
No, it was good. It was great to see everybody smiling. That was my
Yes.
goal personally.
Yep.
I think in the beginning of
And-
this, what our vision was, is exactly what we delivered. Because our vision was for people to be hanging out, chilled, and let the kids out in the background,
Run
let them go
around.
run around and play, and they were. And they, all those things that you guys said about, everyone was out there playing with the balls and whatever they were doing, and I think that was important to get kids out running around playing, because that's what you're supposed to be doing and as a
Absolutely.
kid. And I like the fact that we got American flags in the hands of young people and children, and
Absolutely.
again, that's how I grew up, very patriotic, and so I think that was the point of it, is let's show them not only love the country, but just everyone gather and have a good time.
Yeah,
It was
have
just a
too.
very nice. It was a chilled atmosphere. That's kind of what I wanted. I think that's what we got.
Mhm.
Even and the music. I know there was some comments about the music not being loud enough, and he did turn the music up, but I kind of liked it not too loud, because sometimes somebody had mentioned you go to events and the music is so loud. You can't hear yourself
You can't
think,
have
and
a
you can't have a
conversation.
conversation with somebody. The music was the background noise, which I think
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
No, it was
And
good.
I think the kids had fun with like the face painting and all that stuff. That I saw
Yeah.
lines at the face painter and the balloon
Yeah, thank you to,
person, and
I spoke with her after.
Yeah. Lindsay.
Tiffany is the
Tiffany.
yeah.
Oh,
but
Tiffany.
Lindsay's the one who spawned
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
Lindsay,
thank you
yes,
to them.
big thank
She was
you.
like, I had a line.
Yes.
And then she went to Uxbridge after.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
wow! To the
For another
bonfire?
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
she
think
did stuff there. She
and I
had to
saw
So
recruit.
yeah, people were.
Yeah, I think people
Vendors
were.
were busy, and it was a busy time. And again, I want to shout out big thanks to Jimmy and Sue Tessino and Ben Tessino for letting us use their facility and everything they did with
All the porta potties and the
and
trash receptacles
and
and.
dumpster and
That was
just
just
helping us with
everything. It's
with the
just-
last minute food vendor situation. That
yeah, they
was-
jumped on and helped out, and man, oh man, it
And their
was.
floats were really awesome, and
Yeah.
There
I
was.
think the orchestra, I think that was perfect for the orchestra
Yeah.
to be up high like
I
that.
actually talked to Sam afterwards, and
Yeah.
everybody thought that was really
Yeah,
cool.
I think that was
Sweet.
great. Yep.
Yeah, it was neat. So,
Very good. All right.
well, if business is done, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
All right, I second.
Second.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.